everybody. You listen to another episode of Loud About Nothing. It's me, your boy, the fucking hottest dude in the podcast game, Sebastian Conelli. And as always, we got the cute boy here himself, Robbie boy. Robbie, say hello.
How's it going, Sebastian?
How's it going?
2022.
2022. You know what?
Our third calendar year
Thank you.
doing this.
Thank you. The bookkeeper himself is coming at you. He's telling you exactly where we're at. Our third calendar year. Beautiful. How you doing? You ready?
Yeah. I'm ready.
I hate when people say, new year, new me.
You hate that.
Oh, God, shut the fuck up.
I think it's facetious for a lot. I can't imagine a lot of people are saying it truly believing and meaning it.
The word facetious throws me.
It throws me too.
It throws me.
I think I misuse it 20% of the time.
100%.
Maybe more than 20% of the time.
Facetious is too close to feces for me to be playing with it.
I don't think
What are you talking about?
I don't misuse it in the way that I'm like, oh, that squirrel just took a facetious.
100%.
Oh, look, there's a squirrel facetious on the ground.
I 100%. If I hear feces, I go, I don't want to be feces. I don't want to be no feces.
Okay. I think if it's like coy, but also like you mean one thing, you say another.
That's what it means, facetious.
Is that what it means?
You tell me.
I don't know.
You just used the word.
I know I misused it, I think, a little bit.
I believe any word that you use, someone should be able to stop the conversation and go define that. You know what I mean?
You think that should be a social norm?
A social norm could someone says, excuse me, I need pull out the thesaurus because I need some more examples of what that word could be.
Yeah, people do. It is annoying when people use words to like flex. It's like, all right, we know. Yeah, it doesn't. The point of communication is so that the other person understands what you're saying in the most clear, concise way.
Thank you.
And these people that will use these big words, it's like, all right, you're not doing a good job. You're doing a worse job.
It's for you, not for them.
Yeah.
Right? It's 100. It's 1,000. It's like fucking someone in the mirror. It's for you. It's not for them. Yeah. You fuck someone in the mirror for you, not for them. Yeah. If you have mirrors in your bedroom and you fucking someone and you're looking at you. You're not looking at them. Have you ever fucked and looked in a mirror?
No. It's nice.
Oh God! It depends where your ego is in the moment. You know what I mean?
Is it like porn in real life?
Sometimes you look and you go, "This is me," but then sometimes your shirt is off and you go, "This is me." Facetious, right? So people are facetious. Right? What were you saying about the facetious stuff?
I said it. I think I used it wrong. But I think people say it a little, I guess, sarcastically. I don't know.
I think that
they say "New Year, new me." I don't think they really mean it. I don't think they are believing that. I think it's like a work office joke. Living the dream.
Oh yeah.
Okay, New Year, new me. Like all of those. It's been a while since I worked in an office.
Anyone that goes and their K-cup goes from hazelnuts to regular and they go "New Year, new me," get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's not New Year.
That's every day at the office. Every day at the office there's a lot of those sayings that just
spice it up.
No, like fake spice it up, I would suppose.
Interesting. I never really worked the office life.
Yeah. New Year, new me is big at the office.
Really?
Yeah. It's like a joke. I mean, not a full joke. People say
someone has a salad.
Yeah.
And they go "New Year, new me."
Yeah, 100%.
Meanwhile, they're still cheating on their wife.
Yeah. Exactly.
New Year, new me. I like that. Interesting. Yeah. New Year, new me. I'm going to start saying that all the time. You know what's even worse? The people that go, every 7 years you've shed all the cells that were in your body and you're a new person. You still have the same brain synapses. You know what I'm saying? Synapse.
Yeah.
However you say it, right?
I guess 7 years ago is a while.
Yeah.
But I like this concept. New Year, new me. Don't address the big issues.
No.
Just address the most micro things that you can change,
that
you can show off to people. Oh, I used to wear a red shirt every Tuesday. Now I wear a blue shirt. But
New Year, new me.
Yeah, exactly.
No plastic water bottle.
I still don't ask my kids how their day is.
No plastic water bottle. You got a refillable one?
Yeah.
New Year, new me, right?
Yeah.
Do you still litter? You better believe it.
Yeah, exactly.
New Year, new me, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is tremendous, right?
I haven't tipped about 15% in 20 years, but
New Year, new me.
New Year, new me.
You show up finally on time. You show up at 8:55 rather than 9:05. New Year, new
that's
me.
a big change. That's a big
change. That's a big change?
That is a big change, in my opinion. Maybe you do it for a week, New Year, new me.
I never understood people that would bitch about complain about New Year, New Me.
Exactly.
I never understood people that would complain about showing up somewhere on time.
On time.
Yeah.
Like a job, or
it's the easiest thing to do.
Oh.
To get somewhere on time is one of the easiest things you could do.
If you're not hungover, if you didn't go out the night before. It's like,
but
for a job, I was late. I tried to lose my job for a year and a half when I worked at JP Morgan. And I wanted to lose my job in a way that I didn't affect the people I worked with too negatively, because everyone's doing something every day, and you don't want to you have to sit next to people, and you don't want to make their lives that much harder. So I would try to lose my job in a way that I could control. You know what I mean? It was only on me.
You're a caring boy.
I was trying to be in some levels.
Sure.
So one of the things that I would do is show up 25 minutes late every day.
And would anyone say anything?
Every
day.
Almost once or twice a week.
What would they say?
I told them, I was like, I don't really want to be. I had come out and said,
we all know you want to lose your job, right? You walk in late. The boss goes, Robbie, 9:25. What's the deal?
They'd be like, Rob, can you go in the conference room for a second?
Oh, does your stomach drop in your ass, or you didn't care?
No, I was trying.
And so then
I would laugh. I would show up in a Canadian tuxedo and Tim's when they loosened the.
What would happen in the conference room?
You really should be getting here on time. I know that you don't really want to be here and whatever, but you gotta show up on time.
And what would you say in response?
All right, I'll try to show up on time. And then 3 to 4 days a week, I would show up 20 minutes late. There's no meetings. I wasn't missing any. If I had like a deliverable or a meeting or anything, I would go to that. But it was like, that was just a way that I could just remind everyone that the first ticket out of there, I would like to be let go.
So just in counterpoints to what you're saying, it's the easiest way to show someone you don't care. It's the easiest disrespect, but it's also one of the easiest ways to show someone you do care.
I guess you could, yeah.
It's one of the easiest ways.
I suppose.
Yeah, it was an easy way for you to show that you don't care. It has to be an easy way. So that's why New Year, New Me, show up on time.
Okay.
What's your resolution this year?
My resolution.
Yeah, what are you doing? What's the deal? We're the beginning of January. You gotta address.
I started with like weekly goals for January. Not really.
You have weekly goals.
Yeah, like work out a few times a week. Not eat out. I think eat out only twice. I wrote EOOT. Eat out only twice.
Eat out only twice.
Yeah,
and we know
in a week. And I put 3 weeks of January. I want to only eat out twice in a week. Like anything. Like if I get Dunkin' Donuts coffee, that counts as eat out only twice.
Oh, okay.
So EOOT. I have to do that for 3 weeks of January.
So interesting.
Yes.
Are you gonna be able to do it? We all know you can't cook.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to use 2 things. So it's more goals. I mean, I would love for us to be posting a clip every day. I would love. What's up?
How many times are you allowed to eat out, girl?
Yeah, that doesn't count on the EOOT.
It doesn't count? No. That's not eat out EOOT?
No. I haven't been hooking up for a few months. I've been pretty dry.
You've been dry.
I've been dry.
You're doing dry January.
I'm doing dry-ish January.
Dry-ish. Yeah.
Because I'm going away.
Oh, okay. So
what
does this
mean? I'm going to drink probably when I go away.
That's beautiful. Where are you going?
Park City, Utah.
Interesting. And you tell people you're going to Sundance, even though you're going to Park City, Utah.
I'm going to Sundance. It's the Sundance Film Festival. The Sundance Film Festival. I will be there.
Wait, no, time out. Do you have a film in Sundance?
Do I personally?
Yeah, have a film? Answer my questions.
No, I might. There's a high chance I will not even see a single film.
Yes or no, right?
No.
Do you have a film in Sundance?
No.
Are you going to see any movies in Sundance?
Maybe one.
Have you ever seen a movie at Sundance?
I saw the Bruce Lee documentary. I fell asleep within the first 5 minutes. I've been twice, and I saw one movie. I didn't see the movie. I fell asleep. You didn't
see the movie?
Yeah, I fell asleep.
So you went to Sundance, and you fell asleep out of disrespect for a man, one of the greatest martial artists of all time.
Yeah, they didn't have any refreshments. They didn't have water, coffee, popcorn. It was late.
The disrespect that they didn't have refreshments during a documentary.
I mean, that's wild.
The disrespect.
Can you even blame me?
They didn't even have a water?
Nothing. No, nothing. And it was $25.
How you... I mean, the whole... you go to movies just for the refreshments.
I do.
You don't even go for the movie.
Yeah, it's a lot of times.
Interesting. So they're disgusting for not having any refreshments.
Yeah, it was not one of their main theaters because they repurpose a lot of shit to become movie theaters during Sundance. So it was like one of the tertiary theaters, I would say.
Interesting. I know. One time you and I sat down to watch The Godfather. You fell asleep within minutes because I didn't offer you any drinks.
Pizza. Yeah.
I didn't offer you pizza. The kid's
I need
asleep.
Italian food if I'm gonna watch The Godfather.
The kid comes to my grandmother's funeral.
I did.
And he fell asleep until his communion time. And then he goes, finally, refreshments. At least church has refreshments.
Yeah, church does have refreshments.
Here's the thing.
Bread and wine.
Do we count the Holy Communion as the church having refreshments?
Yeah, I would say.
Right?
Maybe so.
Better than other places.
Better, yeah.
More than the Bruce Lee documentary that you saw.
More than the Bruce Lee.
You know, can I get a little body
church
of Christ?
Is more...
Can I get a little blood of the Christ over here?
Well, I asked originally. I said, "Do you have any popcorn? No. Like a coffee? It's late. No. What about even just a water? No." And I was like, "What about the body and blood of Christ?" It's still no.
I got in trouble because I was bringing my own blood of Christ to church.
Yeah.
Can you believe these fucking guys?
Yeah.
They go. The pastor comes up to me and he goes, Sebastian, I see you in the back of church. You're drinking out of a flask. What's going on? I go, Pastor. It's the body of Christ. It's the blood of Christ.
Blood of Christ.
I'm drinking the blood of Christ, Pastor.
Yeah.
Like, cut me some slack. And he goes, can we wait for the blood of Christ? I go, Pastor. Once the blood hits my lips, I'm feeling juicy.
Okay. So what are you doing? Are you doing dry January?
I'm doing, what's it called? I'm LA sober.
You're LA sober.
I'm LA
for
sober.
the foreseeable future.
Get me a pair of sunglasses and a joint because this kid's LA sober. Okay?
Yeah.
Not for we'll see. I'll do it January. We'll see what happens in February. But what that means, weed. Someone pulls out shrooms, of course.
Okay.
I could microdose shrooms.
Okay.
I could smoke weed. And I could talk about how many meetings I had that month.
You could talk about meetings.
LA sober means that you literally have the confidence of an alcoholic without any alcohol, right? That's what it means. You get to flex and brag without drinking the alcohol.
Okay.
It's just LA sober means you have the hada, right?
The pretentiousness.
Yes, you better see. My nose is gonna be up in the air.
Okay.
LA
sober is more of a mindset and a lifestyle than it is just cutting out alcohol.
It's not just cutting out alcohol.
Okay. Cutting out alcohol is dry January.
If I don't have the front row in a Soul Cycle, I'm out of there.
You're
you know
out.
what I'm saying? That's LA sober. LA sober. Hey, can I get the big booth in the back? I'm sorry, we saved that for parties of 4 or more. Excuse me, I'm LA sober, right? Oh, I'm so sorry, Sebastian. I'm so sorry. Please.
And just for the record, you have no ambition to go to the city of Los Angeles in the month of January. You'll be LA sober in New York.
I'm bi-coastal right now.
Okay,
I'm bi-coastal because I'm LA sober, but I'm a New York boy. Okay.
Have you ever been to Los Angeles?
Never. Never been.
But you're bi-coastal.
I'm bi-coastal. Never been to LA, but I'm a bi-coastal boy. Okay?
You're a bi-coastal boy.
I'm a bi-coastal boy, okay? Yeah. Because my mind's, I have the ego of a LA with the Timbs of a New York, okay?
Okay.
That's beautiful.
That's okay.
I mean, you look at me, you go, wow, the sunglasses are Gucci sunglasses, Tim's on the bottom. Who is this man? And then all in the middle, this is the cornfields. You know what I'm saying? My body is America, okay? You know what I'm saying? Okay. I'm going to rock the ego of an LA, right? That's one coast.
You have the New York feet.
I got my New York Timbs. I got my New York feet, right? They be walking, they be moving. And the middle, it's just fucking fried Oreos.
The flyover states.
This is all flyover.
Okay.
You look at the top, you look at the bottom. It's beautiful. So I'm doing LA sober. It's going to be nice.
That is nice.
I think people are going to like it. I think people are going to like me a
little
more.
People that listen to the podcast, as well as every single person that you interact with in the month of January.
Please. And here's the thing. I'm not going to be interacting with that many people.
Okay.
What am I going to do? You're LA sober.
Okay. That's true.
You go home at 10 o'clock.
That's true.
I'm going to say, I got to go home and walk my dog. Dog? I got 6 plants dying inside. Dog. I saw this thing. Plants are the new pets. Pets are the new children. Children are only for rich people. How do we feel about that?
I'll say, I thought earlier in the pandemic that people wouldn't be having kids, and if they were, it would only be for rich people. And the last 2 weeks have proven me very wrong with the amount of child. But this isn't. It may be true, but it's not what's happening in reality.
No.
With the amount of child announcements that came over the holidays, that I don't know if people are waiting for I guess people are waiting for the holidays to announce because everybody's around. I just saw so many. So I agree with that statement, but it's not what's happening in the real world.
You know what's funny? When everyone knows that the person's pregnant, but we still have to go through the rigmarole of like pretending the announcement.
Okay.
Like to pretend we're gonna have the announcement
and be surprised.
Everyone will be at a family party. Shh, 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 shh. Sarah's gonna say she's pregnant. Everyone be quiet. Gather around. Sarah's gonna announce she's pregnant, right? And then we all have to pretend that we didn't know and go, "Oh no, Sarah! Oh my!" And she's 9 months pregnant. And you go, "Sarah, I would have never known. I would have never known."
It's better that way though, because you can't.
What?
You can't assume.
Oh, that someone's
It's
pregnant?
better to just it's better. I'd rather that dance than to be like, oh.
People have come up to me and been like,
asked if you're pregnant.
Wait, excuse you?
Is that what you were gonna say?
Wait. What was that?
Sorry, I should have.
Wait.
It's better to wait.
What were you gonna say? No. This is a great example. Go ahead. What were you gonna say?
I wasn't gonna say anything.
So people come up to me and
what do they say? I have no idea.
You said what they said. What did they say?
Do they say that?
Do they what, Robbie?
Ask you if you're pregnant. What were you gonna say? What were you gonna say? I'm sorry.
New Year, new me. What is this bullshit?
I'm sorry.
No, people.
New Year, same me. New Year, new me. Maybe. Who knows?
Wait. So you think people are coming up to me asking me if I'm pregnant?
No. What were you gonna say? I'm sorry.
Is that what you assume?
I thought that's what we're talking about. Asking if you're pregnant, whatever, and you go, people come up to me, and I open my mouth like an idiot.
No, So if we were on the street and someone came up to me and they go, "Oh my God, when's the baby coming?" You'd be like, "Typical." That's what you'd say.
No, in the context,
typical Sebastian convo.
In the context of the joke that we were just doing,
I go to the doctor. I go to the doctor.
In the real world, I would be shocked.
I go to the doctor and you go, "Oh, you going to the gynecologist to check on the baby?" Is that your response when I say I'm going to the doctor?
In the context of the joke that we were talking, and you go, people come up to me. All right, finish what you were going to say.
The other day, I was like, "Oh, yeah, I'm expecting." And then he goes, "A baby?" And I go, "No, my Amazon package should get here soon. This is what I have to fucking deal with."
No, it's not true. All right, what were you going to say? I'm sorry. What was the joke you were going to make? People come up to me.
The kid fucking, he goes, "Oh, you're lactating." I go, "No, that's under boob sweat." People come up to me, and they ask me if I'm pregnant.
Was that what you were going to say?
Yes.
Were you going to say that?
Of course.
Okay.
Of course.
All right, I don't feel as bad.
No. When my sister got pregnant, my older sister, right? We all knew. First off, we were sitting around one day, and she handed me her phone, right? And she goes, "Oh, look at this." And I accidentally saw, like, an ovulation chart.
Okay.
Have you heard of these ovulation charts?
No. I mean, I've heard of people.
Vaginas.
I've heard of those.
You heard of vagina?
I've heard of those.
I have a question. Do you have a good understanding of what the difference between a vagina and a labia?
I think so.
What is it?
I think this is gonna be bad.
Okay, I'm just.
All right, I think it's like
we need to be progressive.
It's like the human body.
That's
is
a good
the
start.
Vagina and the
arms.
The arms are the labia.
Excuse me.
Like the labia is part. Like the vagina is a complete.
Any girl that you've ever hooked up with, and you go, "Oh, look at the arms." That would be the biggest insult.
No, I'm just saying one is the whole thing, and one. All right, like the vagina is the football field, and the labia is the end zones. Like it's a part of the. Is that wrong? I'm wrong.
If you're hooking up with girls and you're saying
wrong.
There's 100-yard separation between
no,
the
not
100
yard. No, I'm not
yards?
saying that. I'm not saying that there's 100 yards.
Jesus
I'm saying
Christ,
one is
Robbie.
one is inside of the other. One is part of the other. One is the complete thing, and one is the other. Am I wrong? I think I'm wrong.
No, I think you're right, but
I
think
am
the
right.
examples that you're using, you're doing 2D. Why don't you go to a 3-dimensional example?
I did the human body one. You didn't like. All right.
I did not like the human body one.
Okay. A 3D.
Can we get a 3D analogy of what vagina to labia is?
All right.
This is good stuff.
I got one.
Okay, go ahead. Let me hear it. Take me away, Bill Nye.
The vagina is New York City, and the labia is Staten Island. A part of the vagina.
Oh my no.
I'm just trying to say it's part of a greater.
And what is the clitoris? Ellis Island. That's how you get in. That's how you get your entry in. Yeah, you go through the clitoris and maybe you can get into New York City. Is that what you're saying?
No, I wouldn't say the clitoris is Ellis Island.
Statue of Liberty.
Maybe Soho.
The clitoris is Soho.
Yeah, maybe Soho. Very stimulating. I don't think anybody goes to Ellis Island.
My family went through Ellis Island.
Yeah, our relatives did.
Disgusting, bro. We're talking about vaginas. Don't talk about relatives.
I hate to break to you the fact that the reason we have relatives is because of vaginas. That's just the fact.
Facts. Wow. You should be a professor.
I should.
Today we're going to be studying relatives and vaginas.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, good. It's good to like make sure.
I was right. Was I right?
Yeah. I would say that like maybe I would use the analogy of like a cave.
A cave. Boring analogy.
All right, good. It's good.
What would be the labia in the cave? Just
the entrance, the sides of the entrance.
The sides of the entrance.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the cave itself would be the vagina, and the stalagmites and the stalactites would be the HPV.
All right, nerd. Stalagmites and which one comes from the bottom? Which comes from the top? Do you remember?
I don't. You know what? That's one of those facts. If you know, you're a fucking loser.
Okay.
If you don't work for a cave and you're able to tell me the difference between stalagmites and stalactites,
you're a loser.
Make some room. You need to get a storage center for some of that knowledge, okay? So you can make room for other knowledge.
Yes.
You do not need to know the difference between stalagmites and stalactites. Someone only remembers that so they can flex on other people. And here's the thing. I don't go in caves. I don't need to know that information.
No, not at all.
And even if I did, I go, yeah, the one coming from the bottom. There's no reason, unless I'm writing a research paper on caves, that I need to know stalagmites versus stalactites.
100%.
I'm lucky I know those two words.
Yeah, I was surprised you did. I wouldn't have gotten those words.
That people that say those, if you walk into a cave and someone says those words, be like, oh, congratulations. You took one of the pamphlets from the Hilton that you were staying in when you were in Pennsylvania. Okay, congratulations. You and your family had nothing to do for a day, so you took a pamphlet from a Hilton in rural Pennsylvania because Hershey Park was closed. I used to love
those pamphlets in rural Pennsylvania.
You just grabbed one. You go, hey, either we could go watch horses run around. We can't ride them. Or we could go to an obstacle course for children under 12, or we could go inside a cave. These are the three options.
Yeah.
And then they would, of course, have the outlet malls.
Yes.
And then they would just have a map of the town.
Yeah, they would have. I mean, they would have more than that, but we don't need to go through every single pamphlet. And my favorite thing is they wouldn't just be it would be at the diner. It would be at the grocery. The pamphlets in Pennsylvania, the pamphlet game is strong. Everywhere. Maybe we should I thought about it when I was living in the Poconos of doing some like guerrilla marketing and putting
pamphlets.
Yeah, just like our number to call and just get the problems of. I think we actually did that. We reached out to some local publications to try to just get a number that you could complain to, and we would take calls. But with the new, I've been actually thinking about this premise, I guess, that you just brought up. I don't know if it's because I'm drinking more and I think my like memory and brain cells are shrinking. But like taking a more intentional approach on what is stored in my brain, because I'm like, oh, my storage size is shrinking.
Yeah.
And I got to get rid of some stuff, and like some stuff I wish was still in there is in there. And I've just been like taking stock of what I can remember.
You wish you could release.
I wish I could release and maybe bring some other stuff back. Do you ever think about this or no?
No.
Right.
I truly am just like, the stuff I know. Yeah, There's a reason why I know it.
And you remember and you don't.
Yes. You know, it's a good check to see if you grew up lower middle class.
What?
if you were on vacation with your parents and they stopped to get the pamphlet of houses and how much they cost, and they flipped through that on the way home and just fantasized about the houses they could buy in that area compared to New York City.
Okay.
My parents, we would go to what? Middle Virginia, right? So
yes.
we go to Maryland. And my parents would go, yeah. My dad, he pick up the fucking brochure and go, well, $150,000. Look what we could get down here. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, a large subset of my family moved from one-bedroom apartments. They were raising kids in one-bedroom apartments in Brooklyn. To Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
Because it's real.
And they had like little McMansions in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. And now it's even more.
100. And my parents would fantasize about it. They go, oh, we could go here. Look at what our money could get us there. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we might as well be picking up pamphlets of fucking Singapore.
I know.
At this point, you know?
It's really sad. I was thinking about this because my family, I think they moved from Ellis Island to Little Italy, Lower East Side.
Your parents lived on Ellis Island?
No, like the progression of people.
Oh, okay.
They went from Ellis Island to Little Italy, Lower East Side, and then Brooklyn, and then Staten Island. And it's like, imagine if they kept the place that they live. It was like a 2-bedroom, probably maybe 3-bedroom in Little Italy, Lower East Side. Jesus. And it's like, imagine if they kept that. I don't even want that. I'm not even sitting around like, I wish I could just have what the people who literally moved here with nothing had originally. I would just want the second option that they had, which is like maybe a house, like a 3-story brownstone in Brooklyn. I don't even necessarily need that. I just need a third of what they had.
Well, this is also something that they say now, right?
What?
They say owning a home, owning a home back in the day is now like renting an apartment and paying your month annually now.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's like the equivalent of like your economic class.
Oh.
Like back in the day, like people that are able to consistently just pay their rent are the same people that were able to buy homes.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Like that's what it is now.
Yeah. Which I'm just like, is it such a? I'll probably never have that. I'll never have with the people who moved from Italy, and it's just, I'm not asking for a yacht. I'm not asking, and it's you sound like a little whiny, I guess. If you're like, all I want is a brownstone in Brooklyn.
Sure.
And it's just like when you think, because I was telling my grandparents over the last week, and it's just like, yeah, this is
Did you kiss them on the lips?
No.
Okay, just checking.
Why?
I'm just making sure.
Okay. But it's just like I want what their parents even had, and it seems because it's millions of dollars now. Millions of dollars, and we can't. I will never get that. We'll never have that. Have what they had.
No,
which is kind of sad to think about when you walk around and you're like, yeah, this is just what I would have wanted.
Sure.
There's a lot of people in New York City that's the reality of their life.
Yeah. And like they're not gonna. Yeah, I don't know what to say to that, Robbie.
I know.
I don't know what to say.
It sucks.
This is just.
It's also like not even somebody like a rich kid from I don't know, the suburbs of Chicago, and they come to New York and they're like, I just want a brownstone in Brooklyn. I think coming from us, it's a little different. Because it's like, I just want what my family, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like,
yes.
This isn't a crazy thing.
No.
And you sound like, because it is so expensive. But I don't want a yacht. I don't want another thing that's millions of dollars. I'm not complaining that I can't go on these lavish vacations.
You don't want a personal chef.
No, I don't need any of that. I just want, the space to live that has been in my family 100 years ago.
Yeah,
like we're almost gone. I didn't grow up like.
If I went back, here's the big takeaway. So if we went back in time to see our ancestors, we would just go, "Hey, you have it good. You don't know what you have.
Exactly.
You got it good, bro."
I know.
I would be
walking a 3-bedroom in fucking NoHo. Like what?
I would be walking around. I go, you guys don't even know what you have, right? There'd be garbage on the street, malaria, polio, rampant, and then they have the 2-bedroom in Nolita, and I go, you cats, you don't even know how good you have it. Me? Yeah, I got the polio vaccine, but the rent, jeez Louise.
That's what it is. I would do. That's what it is.
I would walk around. I would go to 5 Corners, right? Hell's Kitchen, right? I go, enjoy it now, because I'll tell you this. when you grow up, you can't be living here. And they all be fighting each other's
I would just
gangs
be like,
in
never
New York.
sell, never sell, never sell, never sell.
I know. I go, never sell. And then they would go, what, our children? What should we never sell? Our children, our goods? I go, no, the apartment. You're sitting on a gold mine, baby.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? This is what I would go back in time and tell people that. I would go back in time and complain about how good they had it.
Yeah.
Right? They go, and the guy go, milk. I go, Jesus. You know, the fee I got to pay for Uber Eats to get a milk to my apartment?
Yeah.
Right? The Iceman comes. You know my grandpa, he used to, no, you don't know my grandpa. But my grandpa, he used to be an ice boy.
Okay.
You know what that is?
I could imagine.
He would just bring blocks of ice to people.
Because there was no refrigerators?
No refrigerators.
Gotcha.
And they bring the ice and they put the fresh meat outside. Fresh meat. Jesus, you should see my Butcher Box subscription. How expensive that shit is, fresh meat. I try to order Omaha steaks. I can't pay rent this month, you know? We should go back in time and tell people how good.
I don't think we've progressed like in a linear way at all.
To own a horse?
Yeah.
To own a horse?
I don't need a horse.
Only millionaires have.
I know, but I don't need a horse.
I go to Amish country. I walk around Amish country. I go, you guys have it good. You guys have it good. Fresh butter and horses?
Yeah.
Jesus. I mean, that's how people are living in the Hamptons, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, so we're right. We should go back in time. This is what I would do if I could time travel.
You would go back and just tell people how good they have it.
Oh, God, I would go back to caveman time. I go, ugh, if I could not talk to someone for a day, Jesus, you have it good, people. Yeah. Don't develop language. No
you
language.
You live in a vagina. You have no idea how good it is.
You know how much I have to pay to get... You go walk into a cave for free.
Yeah.
I got to get it from a stupid fucking pamphlet from some people in the middle of Pennsylvania. I can't walk into caves for free. Jeez Louise. This is a good point, Robbie. Thank you.
Yeah, it's sad. It's more sad than anything.
Yeah.
And I was just complaining about it.
It's okay.
In the new year.
You know who has the ultimate new year, new me?
No. Who?
Jeffy Bezos.
Jeff.
Do you see him?
I saw the picture.
He Kumail Nanjiani'd himself.
Yes.
He Kumail Nanjiani'd.
It is also depressing to me.
The kid?
I think he's being pumped with the blood of 15-year-olds. Well, he's been doing blood. He gets blood since for 15 years.
Yeah. This is good. We all of a sudden, welcome to the Conspiracy Alt-Right podcast that we have.
No, I'm saying he's been getting, I'm pretty sure it was like a joke on Silicon Valley.
Is this on record?
I believe so.
You say...
I don't know. All right, it's not on record. I don't know anything. Okay. But for the sake of I heard it.
You heard it.
I heard back in the day that he was getting blood, like fresh blood. Like he gets fresh blood.
He gets.
I would say that if I had to bet,
kill for fresh blood. I would kill. Everyone shits on these people. I love some fresh blood. Are you kidding me?
I guess.
You wouldn't want fresh blood?
It wouldn't be on the top of my list of things if I had that much money. But I guess if you have all that money, you're just trying to
fresh blood. He's
trying to find you. I mean, he's psychotic.
At a certain point, you go, I redid the living room twice. I might as well start redoing the insides.
Yeah.
And that's what he's doing.
Yes.
He's renovating his insides.
He's psycho. We should have seen this coming, I think. I knew somebody 15 years ago, just in life. And he used to work at Amazon. And in I think, again, who the fuck knows? I could be just making this up.
Okay.
I have to clarify. If I'm potentially making things up. Sebastian makes up 95% of what he says.
Baloney.
No clarification at all. But I need to be fact checked to the nines.
Well, I'm never calling people lizard people.
No, but he had a diagram of himself as like a King Triton with like Apple, Facebook, and like he had.
Wait, what was
within the Amazon work culture? There's like this whole.
Wait, what was this diagram? Wait. Take me through this diagram.
I believe he was like a Greek god looking figure of him, and he had like a Triton, and he was gonna kill like all his competitors. And this was like 15 years ago.
Wait, they were all on top of each spear was like Apple.
I believe so. That's how it was described to me.
And
that's just the general message of this thing that he had.
I just need to know. Because
at least 10, 15 years ago.
This is amazing. Any artists out there that want to draw me into a Greek god, you have free license, okay? You have free license, okay?
And then there was like a whole hierarchy of levels that all lead up to him, and he is like the fucking emperor. He's been like I've heard this a while ago. So it doesn't surprise me that he wants to just like achieve world domination and make himself younger and make himself this is who he is.
About the Jats thing.
Okay, what?
He went through a divorce.
Yes.
He doesn't know what to do with himself. He could only buy so many cars, right? He could only buy so many islands.
No, he wants to be the ruler of the world. That's what he wants. And he's like, I got to be young and fit.
1,000%. But let's be honest. This is less than ruler of the world. This is I want to look in the mirror while I fuck. This is American Psycho shit.
Yeah. But it's also It's I think they feed each other.
The blood is ruler of the world. Taking trend is I want to get hot pussy.
Okay, true. Okay.
Let's just cut to the bullshit, right?
Yes.
Like I think that him. Like,
he's like, what's the safest way I can do trend?
Yes, not paying employees is ruling the world, right?
Yes.
Like shooting up some HGH in his ass is for pussy, okay? I'm just saying, it's not rule of the world shit.
Okay.
Guys in Staten Island, when they're shooting in their ass in the bathrooms, they're not thinking I want to rule the world.
Okay.
They're thinking I hope Stacy at Applebee's notices how many steaks I ordered tonight.
Yes.
And that's and he's a person at the end of the day, and I think that he's doing that.
Yeah, I think in his mind he views himself as a god. And he's trying to do everything he can to
look like a god.
To achieve that, correct. I think that's kind of what is going on in his whole situation.
Incredible.
But it's funny to me when people are surprised that he looks good. Yeah, he's got $1 billion.
It's actually crazy it took him this long.
I know, exactly.
The craziest thing is that we didn't meet Jeff Bezos like this.
Yeah. Or at least, 5-10 years ago. Maybe it is the divorce that triggered it a little bit, but...
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, because I think he probably realized the money isn't necessarily going to get him the relationship that he wants.
No. And you know what? Here's the thing. What's hotter? A lot of money or a smoking body? What's going to get you more? Or
just like, there's a cap on the money. Like, how much more impressed are you by Pete Davidson? Like, what experiences he can afford to take you to?
A lot more.
Then you think so?
Private jets.
Yeah, but like, how much does that? How much? I think it's I forget the fucking diminishing returns after a certain point.
Yeah, but I think that billions and billions. Pete Davidson can't provide what Jeff Bezos.
I know, but I'm saying in the level of impressiveness.
Yeah,
like I think. Pete Davidson could take care of your basic needs. He could have a nice apartment. He could take you to nice restaurants. You could fly all over the world.
Yeah.
After that, it's diminishing returns. Do you really need to be on a giant boat with just Jeff in the middle of the Mediterranean? Like,
here's the thing.
Or you're on a little small boat with Pete.
Here's the thing.
I don't know. It doesn't.
The worse off you are as a person, the bigger the boat has to be because I need to be able to hide from you.
Okay.
If I would go on a small boat with Pete.
Yeah.
If I'm going with Jeff, it better be a big boat so I can see him tomorrow. You know what I'm saying?
There's like nothing that Jeff can do to impress, I think, a lot of people in the world.
Well, this is why he's leveling up in all ways.
Yes.
This is why he's going for the body.
I guess so. Yeah, that's what exactly.
And let's just cut through the bullshit.
He's going to start taking improv classes. I wouldn't even be surprised.
Jeff, if
he's like, I got to get my personality a little better. I want to be a little wittier on this.
Jeff, if you start trying to be funny, that shot's fired. That's when I start doing business. That's when Jeff, if you start trying to be funny, I'm gonna start trying to do business. Okay? And then we'll see.
No, I don't think that's your move. I think your move is to just put him in his place.
No,
in the funny world.
My move is to create another another site that starts as a book company.
This is what you're gonna do.
If I see he signs up for a class, an improv class, I will create a multi-billion-dollar corporation that will take his nap.
That's not the move.
This is the move.
The move is to just be funnier than him and put him in his place and be like, look, you can't do it all. And I think that's what you got to do.
It's actually so amazing that not all billionaires are complete smoke shows. And you have to give it to him. Jeff Bezos. No, I will though.
Okay, you can.
I will give it to him.
What?
Jeff Bezos has got a good body now.
Oh, I guess so.
Yeah, you got to give it to him.
Yeah.
He's got a good body. For how old is he? 50-something?
Yeah.
He's got a tremendous body.
But it's easy. I think it's easy to do when you're that.
1,000%.
When you're that rich.
1,000.
It doesn't work.
You know what I hope he does?
What?
I hope he finances his own Marvel movie and he's the superhero.
No, this is something he would do.
I want this.
No.
If we're going to go for it, let's just go 110%, Jeff. Let's make it into a joke.
So if you go to that movie, you are one of the biggest losers on this planet.
I've never seen a single Marvel movie.
You are a loser.
But I'm going to go to
You're
the
gonna
Jeff
go
Bezos.
to Jeff Bezos, starring in the Jeff Bezos.
And he's Spider-Man, and then he gets an Amazon delivery, and then the next day he's Jeff. He's he's fucking yoked out of his mind.
Okay.
I think Jeff Bezos should just really go for it.
You think he's going for it.
Yeah, you're right.
You're gonna regret this when we all have to like say a prayer to him before they're gonna replace the Pledge of Allegiance with like some kind of ode to Jeff Bezos.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean he's wild, but he sucks at the end of the day.
Well, that's what it is. I always hear people saying, "Oh, I wish I bought Bitcoin in 2014. I wish I bought Bitcoin in 2014." I don't wish that at all. The people who bought Bitcoin in 2014 were losers. Do we remember?
Yes.
Do we remember the person in 2014 trying to tell you what Bitcoin is? Oh, you mine? Like,
oh my God.
Would I rather be at my frat parties where we're doing themed whatever Disney character frat parties, or sitting in a basement mining for Bitcoin? I don't care. All the money in the world. I'd never want to be the guy who wanted Bitcoin in 2014.
Yeah, because this is the thing. If you are ahead of the times, that means that you're not of the times. And if you're not of the times, then you're a fucking loser. Yeah. Right? If you're ahead of the times.
Specifically with Bitcoin and all the crypto shit.
Well, even with all the NFTs now, too.
Yes.
Right? If you're ahead of the times.
Yeah, all of that shit, I'm good.
100%.
Yeah, I don't need to. I have no desire to be that person.
When I was a kid, we would use goo arts. Do you know what that was?
Goo art.
You'd just take a picture and you stretch the Mona Lisa to be smiling, right?
Okay.
That was my NFTs. Okay.
Yeah.
Right?
I remember that.
Like, I don't need. Yeah, I guess because we're not in a position to need it, right?
Yes.
We don't need it, but I need to be of the times, not ahead of the times in that sort of stuff.
Yeah, especially with the nerdy shit.
Oh, I know. With the metaverse?
If you're like Kanye West is ahead of the times, but he's cool.
Yes.
Like, whatever you could say, you can't take that Kanye West wasn't cool from the years 2005 to 2015 and ahead of the times. But this hacking, oh yeah, we're all on this computer, the dark web, I bought, you could buy, it's Bitcoin's so cool, you could buy pizza with it, or I bought my weed with the Bitcoin, and this guy comes. It's like, no, I don't wish I was that person. I never want to be that person because they're a loser. No matter how much money you have,
yes,
you can't buy cool. That's the thing. You could sell cool, you can't buy cool.
Quote, Robbie, you can't buy cool.
You cannot buy cool. I'm sorry.
At the end of the day, you're all going to be sitting at a table talking, right?
Yeah.
Either the table's going to be made of fucking wood or it's going to be made of fucking porcelain. The conversation is what matters.
Yeah.
The attitude is what matters, right? It doesn't matter what shirt you're wearing. You can't buy a cool attitude.
No. If Bezos let's say Bezos and Pete Davidson are at a party together, who wants the approval of the other person more?
Oh, 100%. Jeff Bezos wants Pete's
100%.
1,000%.
You can't buy cool. Jeff Bezos got more. Elon Musk wants to attach himself to Kanye.
Yeah, Elon Musk is begging Kanye to be his friend.
Yeah,
begging.
Yeah,
and Elon Musk is literally.
And Kanye's not cool anymore.
I know.
And now Kanye's friends with him because he's not cool anymore.
And Elon Musk has the potential to be, if he wanted to use it for good, a Tesla of our time.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, but
he's worried about being cool.
Yeah.
Billionaires care about being cool more than doing good.
Oh, 100%.
This is why if you make over a certain amount of money, you should not be allowed to have social media. You should just be considered, okay, you are a genius, go in your fucking corner and do some good for the world and come back when you've done some good.
You want them to not even have that validation as an option?
No.
Okay.
They should not. People, if they are above a certain IQ level or they're above, make over a certain amount of money, they should not have the opportunity to try to be cool.
Also,
it's only going to make them hurt
teach a class on how things, maybe you can't become cool, but like you could, just the things that they do are so uncool that it's like, holy shit, this is wild. Like, what do they think? Right? I think they're just so divorced from reality that it blows my mind. I'm seeing a lot of these people are making like their avatars on social media, these $500,000 $1 million NFT picture things. And who you have billions and billions of dollars. You think I want to see like, what are you posting an NFT for? I want to see the Maldives, the best suite in the Maldives. Like, I want to see like nice shit or like something, places that are really hard to travel to, or
but these monkeys.
Yeah. I don't want to see your picture of like, what do you think if you have that much money to buy a $50,000 NFT or a $500,000 NFT? That is not what I want to see on your social media for me to be like, oh, that's someone I should follow or that's cool.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's all fucking garbage with that stuff.
Yeah.
If we were to tell people, you can't buy cool.
Okay.
But what can you do to be cool? What's like the number one thing you could do to be cool?
Be quiet.
Boom. Boom. I agree totally. The way to seem cool is to not talk. If someone
be quiet, laugh.
If someone
that would be my second.
If someone asks you a question, take a beat before you answer. Yes. Right? Ask me a question.
What's the best coffee shop around here?
Do you like your coffee black or you like with milk?
Black.
Just quiet for a second. I bring my tone down.
Yeah.
And you come to me.
Yes.
This is the complete opposite of how I behave all the time.
But you know how to be cool in your way. You're talking about if we need a lowest common denominator to just like increase, like small things you could do to increase your level.
I think speaking quietly makes you a little bit cooler.
Definitely. Or just like not talking that much.
But also speaking quieter because people lean in.
Yes, yeah.
Don't talk. See, our guy to be cool. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Laugh at my jokes.
Yes. Those two things. Be quiet, right? Laugh. Yeah.
If someone asks, if someone says something, compliment them.
Yeah.
The way to be cool is to make another person feel good.
Yeah. If you need to fill this void, I guess.
Yes. If you need to fill the void, you compliment someone else.
Just quick steps to up your game. I would say yes.
Quick, right?
But don't make it too obvious.
No.
Because then it can become obvious if you're just complimenting people.
Do you mind someone that goes away for the summer and comes back with a transformation like Jeff Bezos did?
No, I don't mind.
You don't mind?
Like at school?
Yeah.
It depends on the attitude. If they are now, it depends how much their behavior just reeks, I'm overcompensating.
Interesting.
You know what I mean? Because some people come back and then they're like, oh, I fucking worked so hard all summer and this and this, and now I'm this fucking new. But if you just come back and now you're jacked and you're just like kind of chill,
that's
amazing.
The way to go.
Yeah.
So if you have a transformation, and I know a lot of people out there are Jan 1st, they're in the middle of they're at the beginning of their transformation, right?
Yes.
Pretend that you didn't have one.
Exactly.
If Jeff Bezos acts humble and he's like, oh, get in the pool, and he barely takes his shirt off to jump in the water, that's hot.
Yeah.
You don't want to act like you had the biggest transformation.
100%.
You don't want to act like the biggest.
He's probably so corny.
Oh, God.
Especially when he's talking to girls and hooks up with girls. I can't even imagine him alone in his fucking stupid pool that he probably has.
How much money would you need to rub sunscreen on Jeff Bezos' back?
How much money? Unfortunately, not much. $5,000.
Sure, yeah.
$10,000.
Yeah.
If it's on video, maybe $50,000.
On video. I mean, yeah. Isn't that sad?
That's the world we live in. If I had my own crib and I didn't have to worry about health insurance, you know what I mean? Then that number's way higher. But like, just the fact of the world, that's capitalism, baby.
Interesting. I just had to know. Yeah, but he's definitely very corny with it. He's definitely
100%.
Look over there and flexing his muscles.
Or just talking about himself probably a lot. Or I can't even.
He's the guy you sit down now that he's ripped, and you go, I wish I could eat a cheeseburger. You know? Oh, tell me how it tastes. Ooh, it smells so good. You know?
Yeah. He's probably also always talking about specific things that only he can experience.
Ugh.
That he probably thinks makes people just want to have fun. People just want to have fun and laugh and have a good time. Like that's the best way to up your status. Not whatever the fuck he does.
So basically, we have an announcement that Robbie and I will be on the Jeff Bezos diet now. Is that going to be the new South Beach diet?
No, nobody can afford what he does.
Interesting.
Nobody can afford what most of Hollywood does. Even like I was watching the New Year's Eve broadcast. Like Ryan Seacrest gets a ton. They all are just getting like a ton of
work.
Yeah. It's science, which I have no issues with.
Sure.
But it's just very expensive. Like they figured out a way. Like it used to be, the people that they have nice houses. But we figured out a way that you could also preserve
your body
appearance. Yes.
You think that there's not only going to be a separation of wealth gap, but now there's also going to be a separation of hotness gap?
100. You could stay hotter for longer if you have money. 100%.
So
that's the first thing I realized when I moved to New York City.
Is you could stay hotter for longer with money.
Yes, because you like see people from your hometown, and it's like, people age or whatever or this, but you have access to. I mean, Sweet Green's great, but it's $15 a salad.
100%.
The gyms are great, and they're fun to go to, and there's classes that it's very easy. You just show up, and you get a good workout. It's low, but they're very expensive. It's just like, if you have money, you can stay in shape, and Botox you could get for $1,000 a year. You get Botox. You could get fake teeth for however many dollars a year. You could get fucking new hair for however many $1,000 a year.
This is why. If you're hot, you could become the hot people become rich, right?
Yes.
And then ugly people could become rich, right?
Okay.
So I guess we all have a chance. No,
I'm saying if you have wealth,
yes,
it's easier to stay hot.
It's easier to stay hot.
Correct.
So you think as we go along and the wealth gap becomes bigger,
yes, the hotness gap.
Gap is going to become bigger as well.
Yes, definitely.
Do you think here? So rich people are getting hotter. Are poor people getting uglier? Is my question.
I mean, they're just working harder.
Are poor people getting uglier?
I would say this: people that are extremely working class,
toxic question,
are working harder. They're sleeping less. They're getting less nutrition.
Yes.
They're like stressed out all the time. So, they are aging faster. Maybe.
Wow.
Definitely.
Incredible.
Yeah, it sucks. And New York is like the place that it's all on display at all times.
And I'm just gonna
another reason contributing to my anxiety and just general sadness. But
I cannot wait to go back in time.
Yeah.
And go see Boss Tweed that ran New York City and see his ugly ass and go be like, you have it good. You don't even need to be hot, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You have it good. People just fuck you for your money. You don't even need to fuck for the hotness anymore.
Yeah.
The past is where it's at, people. Happy 2022. Happy 2022. Take me back to 1912.
I know.
Give me the Spanish flu.
I know, where they just had the Titanic. Yeah. Who cares about the Titanic? No, that's just the reality of the world, I guess.
Beautiful.
But you can't buy cool. That's the one thing. You could be cool. That's the one thing we'll always have.
You could be cool.
And working class people in general will always have. They could become clues.
Was cool as shit.
That's what it was.
That's what it was.
That's why he beat out all those people. We gotta hold. That's the only thing we can hold on to.
We might never hit that lifeboat. We might not be on that lifeboat. We're hanging from a door.
Cool as shit.
But we'll be cool as shit.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, Robbie, we're gonna have a nice. I want to go into 2022 positive.
Yeah.
Okay.
Generally the same, of course.
Yes, we need.
It's good to be hopeful.
It's good. It's good to be hopeful. The people that are posting online being like, oh, 2022 is gonna suck as much as 2021. Maybe
so.
Maybe, but
there were nice moments in 2021.
Why not think that it might be better?
Yes.
I think that for us, it's gonna. I want to manifest like all the hot girls do.
Yes.
And say that it's gonna be better.
I think so. I'm excited. Please keep sharing the This will be our first full year. We have this whole setup.
Yes.
Yeah, keep sharing. If you see the clips, share them with your friends. Put them on your stories. Like, follow us at Loud About Nothing on Instagram. We have the full broadcast of us is on YouTube, so you can see the facial reactions of every moment and just in 4K, baby. You could throw it on your TV.
Every moment you could see your
in 4K.
No, right? And
you're a phenomenal. You used to perform sold out. You're a phenomenal performer.
Here's the thing.
And you performed during this.
What do you mean? During the podcast?
Yeah, during the podcast. You're performing.
Never. This is who
You're doing the whole 9 yards. You're doing characters. You're doing stories. You're performing.
I do. My faces are wild. It is what it is, right? Yeah. But please check it out. YouTube. Please check out the Instagram. Please keep sharing.
Yeah, tell a friend. Yeah. Tell 2 friends. Tell 3 friends.
Yeah, anyone that you think might like it, let them know, right? Also, call in.
Yes, 929-900-6393. We like playing the calls. We're turning clips. We're going to be doing a lot of clips, so maybe your call will become a clip.
We want, I think, a goal for us in 2022 as a podcast, right?
Yes.
It's to get more audience involvement on the show.
Yeah, that would be great.
I would love that. So, hotties, you're still part of the fam, okay?
100%, yes.
We love all you hotties.
Please keep calling in.
Please keep calling in. All right, Robbie, anything else?
We don't have a show in January.
No.
So that's canceled, but we do plan for the rest of 2022 to have shows. February, I think we'll start back up. And we're excited about what we're going to be doing, and please keep helping us out. I mean, we love you guys.
Beautiful. Hit the fucking music.